Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of Lost Kingdoms 2. Today we are doing the very interesting side quest of Isamat Urbur, which is a level with some interesting sound and visual design. You'll see what I mean when we load in. So you should be able to tell that this soundtrack is designed to cause as much anxiety as possible, which I think it does well. In addition, we've got the wonderful level design of creepy statues that mouth words at you, and orbs. But they're better than orbs. These also transform into creepy statues. So that guy's gone, and you should see shortly this orb transform into one of those statues to watch me, which is interesting. Finally, someone who isn't wearing a mask. Well, you're welcome, I guess. This is actually quite a short level in terms of encounters. There's only 2, and in general those encounters go relatively quickly. Some of them are a bit tricky though. The one that we're going to do first is particularly tough, but hopefully the sandworm should be able to handle it. And you know it's a serious encounter when I Z charge the sandworm. I did know that, Red Fairy. I've played this game before, but it is a really good combo and one to be aware of. So as soon as I enter, I'm locked back in again, which is never a good sign. I can choose my moment here and try and hit the Dewata and hopefully the Puppet Master as well with the Crusher. That's really tidy, we like that. The Puppet Master is one who you don't want to use independence on. It has a very high likelihood of charm, which will turn them against you. So we are just going to try and wail on its health bar here. It is probably best for me here to use more efficient creatures such as the Draconid, trying to collect these magic stones because they will be in short supply. He's got... oh no, no! Stupid treasure chest. Treasure chest was trying to kill me. Okay, and now should be able to hit it a couple of times. Take some life damage here to cast an extra spell. And then Banshee it again. Awkwardly, not a lot of mana left, but that can be fixed. There we go. Puppet Master down. Puppet Master, really interesting summon card. It is neutral, so it's kind of hard to use. You have to actually specifically try to train neutral because you only start to get them mid-game. So we are rewarded, however, with 10 magic stones. Wow. Also more important things like the succubus and the incubus, which we can actually combine. That's 550 magic stones. One of these is the incubus. The green dragon, that's an excellent transform. Not transform, summon. More magic stones. And the final one is definitely the incubus. There we go. Which we can actually use at the same time to charm basically every enemy on the screen. Turns out that that's pretty useful. So we're now going to continue on through this level. Just trying to cycle to some cards I particularly want here. I don't need the Dewata, I'm not planning on losing that hard. This place gives me the creeps. I'm going with you, pretty lady. You are welcome to, Fairy. We will try and drop you off at Jarvan's to... sorry, Jarvie. Not the League of Legends character. Jarvie, the fairy guy. You know, the guy who dresses like a scholar and is obsessed with fairies. We'll drop you off there. So we're actually going to come up here to our last Isamat Urbur cultist. This is the one who has got the strongest deck out of all of them. Doesn't mean he always uses it, but he can summon the Demon Skeleton, which is a particularly strong card. I'm going to try and hit him with a running attack here. Does a lot of damage, and he hits me straight away with the... can't remember what it's called. It's the water version of the Raven though. I'm going to try and hit him with the tentacles here. Should hit. Nope, he moved forward into it, which was kind of him. And then let's see if I can swag him off. Not quite. Well, I get some lifesteal from that. And he appears to have glitched. Oh, no! That was just a cunning trap by the Isamat Urbur. How dare he do that? Time to get him. Hip hop. A good genre of music, but a better finishing move. There we go. And we get the Nebeth Runestone. Can't believe he tricked me by pretending to be AFK. How rude. So we continue on. I'm doing the full 360-degree circuit, mainly so I can collect this final red fairy. The people with the strange masks want to get their souls to leave their bodies. I think maybe it works, but only when they get killed. Maybe that explains why they hide in places like the forest or the desert and attack anyone who comes across them. Maybe they're looking for a strong enough foe to kill them so that their soul can leave their body. And here we enter the creepiest room of them all. You should be able to hear heart beating effects. That's actually coming from these things. Not entirely sure what they are. They do appear to be veins, but we have all of these receptacles with creepy faces. And their eyes light up with laser beams because they're very excited to eat books. Tasty books. Now, I do have a pet theory about this. So these sort of protrusions on the floor remind me quite a lot of the ones from the body of the god that we fought in the Runestone Caverns. I have a suspicion that this is a cult that is devoted to one of the old gods of this plane, and that they desire to leave their bodies and become one with runestones, and that they actually do that using the same magic that we saw in the Runestone Caverns, except these guys have control over it. But we'll never actually know, it's never actually explained in game, and there'll almost never be a third game, so good luck us. Now you can return to this level, and when you do it's infested with Puppet Masters and Duata, so it's not a particularly nice place to be if you don't like, say, dying to Puppet Masters and Duata. But if you do manage to miss scoring them, you can come back here with a capture card and get them quite easily. Nope, we can't read that. So we're going to go around the room that I like to call the heart room. You can hear more heartbeats all around the place. I think in terms of designing a sinister level for GameStation, GameCube, Game Boy and PlayStation era graphics, they did a really good job. Everything's slightly disconcerting and everything changes when you're not looking at it. I think it's really cool. So we'll come up here and we're going to talk to this creepy statue, maybe. Hey, they're back. We didn't kill them after all, we just helped them out. Off they go, never to be seen again. All that's left for us to do is to claim this pendant, which is the Stone of Sealing. So if the stone those guys took allows their soul to leave their body at will, surely this must allow someone's soul to never leave their body. 2 stars, I'll take that. A Juggernaut and a Devata. Nice. Now, as promised to the Red Fairy, we're actually going to visit Jarvis' house. I don't think I've visited Jarvis since actually rescuing him from the cave, so we've got quite a few rewards. I haven't been actively seeking out the Red Fairies on this run. So apparently I found another 27 of them. He's going to give me the Berserker, which attacks everyone, including you. The Fire Murray, which is quite a interesting trap type creature. And if I have a 50th fairy, which I should do soon, I can get something else. Fairies are born from humans, from our hearts. When a heart is broken or saddened, a fairy is born. Of course, that's a little hard to prove scientifically. There you go, Jarvan. We have helped you out. So, with that, we have now actually got the good ending of the game. In our next episode, we're going to do the other side quest on this screen, which is the Bahashi Castle. Try to get the Demon Swordsman, as well as getting some capture cards so that I can get 2 of my favourite creatures in the game, the Elf and the Dark Elf. I do want them to go along with the Apsaras that we've got, because the skeletons are alright currently, but I don't have the good skeletons because I haven't done much grinding. But I will do a sufficient amount of grinding to show off all of those cards. That will be also part of our endgame build series, where we test it in the 20-floor gauntlet called the Proving Grounds. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I also do apologise for the significant delay in this next episode, but more to come, and hopefully more regularly. So thank you once again for tuning in. I've been Scissors Lizards, and see you next time.